Hello my lovers. Right, it's a bloody cold Tuesday morning. Got 3 days off work, so I'm having a brew day. So it was -5 outside, it was 3 degrees in here. Sparge water's on, sparge liquor's on, and it's currently on 17 degrees, so a little way to go on that. So today I'm brewing a black IPA. Now, I wasn't sure what water profile to go for a black IPA, so I put a post on BrewTube official, and a couple of guys, Todd Fullerton, it was just Todd Fullerton, put 2 posts up, links to two different websites with black IPA water profiles, and I could not match them at all. So Nicholas Rogers said same as a stout, which I was thinking as well, but Russell McGowan, Rusty Homebrew, said same as a pale ale, but then he looked back at his notes and he used an American IPA profile. And then Steve Ogden comes up with the fact that it's a black beer is a red herring. It's an IPA coloured black. And then he says that he's thinking of that I should go for sulfate at 250 parts per million, chloride at 75 to 100 parts per million, but keep the calcium high for crispness and low. Anyway, I've gone for an IPA. Here we go. Gone for a actually I've gone for a pale ale, but I have altered the targets, so I just can't see them. So because I can't enlarge it, it might be my there we go. Right, calcium. Oh no, I knew you'd get these wrong. So Ca +2 is 115 parts per million, so I think that's calcium. Magnesium 18. Na, what's that? Is 18 parts per million. Chloride is 75. Sulfate is 250, and bicarbonate is 35. So that's the water profile that I will end up with, I think. Yeah, so I'm adding 15.5 grams of gypsum, 6.9 grams of calcium chloride, 9.2 grams of Epsom salts, and 2 grams of bicarbonate of soda. And we'll see how we get on. So let's quickly do the recipe. So it's 38 litre brew, 6.325 of Maris Otter, 260 grams of chocolate malt, 195 grams of Carafa Special 3 oat husks to loosen the mash for the herms, and then we've got 42 grams of Columbus for 60 minutes, 40 grams of Citra for 10 minutes, and then we've got 50 grams of Amarillo and 50 grams of Citra for the hop stand, 30-minute hop stand at 70 degrees that'll be. And then on day 4, 30 grams of Mosaic, 23 grams of Citra dry hop on day 4, and that's it. So the yeast I'm using is WLP 005. That I'm just adding the yeast cake. I kegged last week the ESB, so that'll just go straight in, no starter required, plenty in air, chuck it straight in, and that'll be that. So I'll just show a bit of the footage as we go along. You know how to do it, and that'll be it. We'll see what we get. So catch you soon. Cheers my dears. So we're mid 5.3 to 5.4, but of course I haven't put the dark malts in yet. They're not going into the end of the mash, so that will drop it a bit further, so it's probably a bit low. So I'll probably check it again later and adjust it then as well. Okay. Ooh. So the pH of the just the pale malt was at 5.44. Adding the black malt, look, is actually taking it down 5.2827, so it's still dropping a little bit. Forgot to film the dark malts going in. I added, I think I'd already said, I added them 15 minutes from the end of the mash, and now I'm just raising the temperature to start the sparge. So. Right, just had to put the camera on charge, so just finished the sparge, or sending the sparge liquor over. So that's that there. You see, I've already collected, what's that? Let's see, 30 odd litres there, 32 litres. There we are. Ooh. So next we'll have a look, see what gravity we get. See, I've got the last two brews, I've had around 83-84% mash efficiency, so I think somewhere around there anyway, so fast improvement on the 73 I was getting. Nearly there, but I just wanted to show you the colour. So there we are. That looks alright, doesn't it? I found as well that I didn't have enough chocolate malt, so I think I had 125 grams of chocolate malt and I needed 260 grams, so I put in 135 grams of chocolate wheat, so should be right. Here we go, catch you later. Okay, wraps on the boil, hot break has happened. I've collected 47 litres instead of 46, and I've got 1041 instead of 1039. So that, according to Brew Founder, works out at 89.26% efficiency. So that is the best I've had since I've gone to all stainless. So absolutely thrilled to bits. Right, it's starting to get steamy here now, so I'm going to turn the extractor fan on. So I'll catch you in about 45 minutes. Forgot to say, 42 grams of Columbus, all of the boil, 60-minute boil. I'll tell you what, it's worth doing a black IPA just for the aroma from those roasted malts. It's absolutely fantastic, beautiful, lovely roasted coffee, chocolate, fantastic, loving it. Right, 10 minutes to go, yeast nutrient, and then what do I do with those hops? There we are. We got 40 grams of Citra.
You don't use the hop spider?
No. Right, there we go. Back in 10. Right, it's cooled down to 70. And the last hop addition, which is 52 grams of Amarillo and 50 grams of Citra. So that's sitting there for half an hour now. Brilliant. Right, catch you later. Well, I'm going to guess that 30 minutes has gone by because I put my timer in my pocket and after 5 minutes I switched it off. So currently we're down to 62 degrees, so I'm going to carry on. Well, I just sanitised me fermenter, and I'm going to transfer it straight into there now through the plate heat exchanger. Right, catch you in a bit. So that's the temperature coming out the plate heat exchanger. Ooh, it's dropping a bit low, isn't it? So we increase the speed. We slow down the cold water. It's coming back up now. There we go. Lovely. So there's the yeast from the ESB, so 005, so that's just going to go straight in it. There we are, and then, so that was set at 19, so look at that. There we are. Should I? No, don't risk it. Don't risk it for a Swisskit. That'll do, pig. Let's get that off of there. Look at that, lovely colour. Right, put the lid back on. There we go. Yeast is pitched. And there she is, all tucked up. Leave that for 10 days and then crash cool and then keg it. Hello fellow brewers. Right, here we are. We're on the black IPA. I should have dry hopped it with Citra on day 4. But I've been away for the weekend. So today is day 5. So I'm going to be putting in 83 grams of Citra in the dry hop, day 5. Now I wanted to show you these two little bits of equipment. Now these actually fit together like that, and it makes part of a non-return valve down the cheese factory. So they're made of stainless steel and coated in armalloy, so I've been told that that is stronger than diamond, so so that's what I'm going to be using to weight the hops down, because they're leaf hops as you've seen. So let me just get the camera, let's move the camera, and there we are. So put it like that. So the ball, $398 grams, and then so we'll call that a collar, 513 grams. So I'm just going to put one in, and that should make the hop sink to the bottom. So I'll come back in a minute, get that set up, and we'll have a look, see what happens. Right, in true WLP 005 fashion, 5 days, Heikrausen is come and gone, and that's it. So anyway, here's the dry hop. Let's see what happens. Well, that worked a treat. There we go. So I'm going to leave that for another 7 days. Right, catch you soon. Okay, so you've just seen Brew Day. So here is the black IPA. It didn't even make it into the kegerator, to be honest. So there it is. So it's got really good head. The head lasts for absolute ages. So anyway, the recipe came from Greg Hughes's homebrew beer, commonly known as the Bible, page 136. So it's been in the keg for probably a couple of weeks now, I think, and I'm absolutely enjoying it tremendously. It's fantastic. It's the first black IPA that I've brewed, and it will definitely be brewed again. So on the nose, let's see what we get. Certainly get the fruitiness from the Citra. So don't think I'm picking up any of the roasty malts. I remember in the video that on brew day that I put the dark malts in at 15 minutes from the end. So let's taste it. So I know I talked to you at the beginning about the water profile, and Steve Ogden, Heathen Homebrew, helped a lot with that, and I'd say it was absolutely spot on. It's brilliant. It's a really, really good beer. It's all up here. And so the prominent flavour is the Citra. So the recipe calls for it to be dry hopped with Citra on day 4. Well, I was away, so it got hopped on day 5. You've seen that, sorry to repeat. Just underneath that, you do get a bit of chocolate, and you get a bit of the roasty malts, and that's just a tremendous beer. Now, I've given it to a couple of people to try, and they're like, oh, not keen on dark beers, like black beers, because they're thinking of stouts and porters and that. And they've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. So they're really surprised. It doesn't taste like a stout or a porter. It tastes like an IPA. It's a hoppy IPA, but it's coloured black. But you get it, you just slightly get those chocolate roasty malts. And it's an absolute bloody winner. So another sip. Oh yeah. So if you haven't brewed a black IPA, thoroughly recommend it. Absolutely fantastic. So Greg Hughes says at the top of the recipe page, as black as night, but with the clean citrus finish you would expect from a pale or golden ale. The contradiction in this beer will confuse the senses but delight the palate. And I think that really sums up a black IPA, actually. I had a black IPA from Steve Young. Brew Mountain Brewing. That was actually the first black IPA I'd had, and yeah, it bloody did confuse the senses. So, excuse me, because you're expecting a dark malt, a dark beer, with all those roasty flavours and all that, but you don't get that. You're getting a really fruity beer. So, absolute winner in my book. I will definitely be brewing it again. So there we are. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you again on my next one. So cheers for now. Bye, my dears. Bye.